Oh, so it is chill filtered. Yeah.
This one is chill filtered. That's part of their process.
Okay. Well, let's see. How it stands up.
Hey, and welcome to Booze Reviews. I'm Adrian.
I'm Chris, and today we're doing reviewing Auchentoshan 3-wood. Yes, Auchentoshan is the pronunciation.
Not Auchentoshan.
Nah, that's well off. So if you're calling it Auchentoshan, then don't.
Yeah, just correct.
Just stop.
Yeah, pump them brakes.
Auchentoshan. It's got the
Yeah. Auchentoshan.
Isn't it Auchentoshan?
Yeah. Find it in a Glaswegian.
Anyway, yeah. So it's a lowland whiskey, 20 minutes from Glasgow.
Yep.
Yeah, quite nice. Adrian went to the distillery not too long ago.
Indeed, I did, and it was an experience. And if you're in Glasgow and have time, do get along there. They're a friendly bunch, and it's an eye-opener to see how they make their whiskey. This particular one, the 3-wood, is what they call a transfer cask. So it starts in one cask and is emptied into another cask and then emptied into another cask. So
do you know how long it spends in each cask?
I wish I did, but I can't remember. So
any idea what cask they use?
It's bourbon, it's an Oloroso, and there is another one who is probably French. Or yes, probably, maybe,
Possibly.
I mean, they only have bourbon casks, Spanish casks, the Oloroso, and the French cask.
So your guess is going to be those three.
So I'm thinking that's the three they're using. I mean, apparently you can get virgin oak casks, but I don't think they use them. So those are the three.
Yeah. Does it say on the back? No. Actually, it does say on the back. There you go. American oak. Then it's a Oloroso sherry, and then it's a Pedro Jimenez sherry cask. So it's two sherry casks.
Ah, interesting. Well,
So I'm expecting this one to have a bit of a sherry kick, a bit of a sherry bomb maybe. So let's see what happens. Get it on the nose and see how we go now.
Indeed we should. Yes.
Yeah, all right
Let's get in there.
Nose time.
Smells rich,
Yeah.
fruity. And I say fruity as in like mincemeat type fruits.
Yeah, dark fruits.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that kind of.
winter fruits.
It's not very pungent.
No, but
It does get there though.
it's got a body.
Yeah. Hint of vanilla. Maybe a bit of butterscotch, but yeah, it's very pleasant. It's not harsh at all.
Exactly.
It's sweet, vanilla, butterscotch, rich.
Yeah, it's that trickly thing going on.
Yeah, the kind of thing you would expect from twice in sherry cask and
Exactly.
that extra oomph from having the bourbon as well.
Yeah, and expecting this to be pretty smooth because these guys are one of the few who still triple distill. So should be having an interesting light on the palate kind of thing going on.
You were saying before when you come back that it's not chill filtered though.
That's right. Yes, they do chill filtration at the end of their process, which is interesting because I know there's clearly a cross section that do and a cross section that don't.
Oh, so it is chill filtered.
This one is chill filtered. That's part of their process.
Okay. Well, let's see. How it stands up.
Indeed.
Because most of the ones that we've had that are non-chill filtered can be a bit harsh on the palate.
Yeah.
But the ones that aren't got a bit more mouthfeel and a bit more syrups and it's a bit richer in the flavour.
Yes, so
We'll see how
the jury, as I say, is still out as to whether chill filtering is good or bad. Some have, some don't. You tell us what you think, but let's see how this one works when we taste.
Have a taste. That's remarkably rich. For something that it's not chill filtered, it's got a good mouthfeel.
Indeed it does. It's got lots of these allspice and
it's quite thick. It's almost it's virgin on syrupy. It's not
Yes.
quite there.
yeah, exactly.
It's not harsh. It's got a nice peppery burn, but it's not overwhelming.
Almost got just a tiny hint of cinnamon there on the taste. Obviously the forest fruits are there.
Yes. And caramel, the dark sugars.
Slightly honey, perhaps. It is very, very smooth. Not harsh. Doesn't attack your throat. It's very, very pleasant. And this weighs in at 43%, so it's in the right kind of ballpark, but yet it feels a lot smoother than some we've had at 40.
Yeah.
So
That's very pleasant there.
yeah, it's very agreeable. I mean, I'm not sure how much water this needs. I'm quite happy
You
with
can
it.
drink this straight.
I'm quite happy where it is, but
Yeah. But I can tell that, I expect it to be able to take some water.
yes.
Did a saliva test just now and it doesn't blow up by double A, but it's got something and it's nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's add some water and see whether this opens up in a way we would expect it to.
It's lighter. There's
That could
less peppery, but it's almost. I preferred it the other way.
It can take more water. I like this. It's really, really drinkable.
I prefer the stronger flavours.
It's opened up. It's now a
3
drink
drops.
that you can. Yeah, exactly. Only 3 drops of water. Not much. But yet, the finish on it is now nice and gentle and mellow.
Yeah, it's smooth and right.
Yeah, there's a nice tingle on the bottom of my lip actually, which I get with this now, and
I guess you can taste a bit more of the caramel and the molasses.
yeah, and they're not as punchy perhaps, but very, very pleasant indeed.
It's nice. It is nice. But it still maintains a lot of its richness.
Yes.
All right. However, it doesn't. Some whiskies change their character
Yep.
a bit when
They expand and
it's almost like it just becomes softer. It doesn't
Yes.
expand. There isn't anything extra that suddenly leaps out.
doesn't suddenly become more peppery and more and more.
it's just-
it's
What do you expect when you kind of dilute something? It's just
attenuated, but
less
it
and
spreads
gives you-
out a bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But there's nothing unexpected or so with or without water, I think you'll be good here.
Oh, gee, yeah. Love it without, love it with, but not too much. Keep it easy. These Auchentoshans they tend to be quite delicate in their balance, so they don't usually need much in the way of water. We don't have the American oak, but the times when we've tried that, it's like, it's nice neat.
It's actually lovely.
It's great neat and use that'll do, but yeah.
Well, but by the time we get things out, I have the American Right ready. Would you gift it?
Without a doubt. Yes. This is eminently giftable. It's eminently giftable because it's a nice, easy whiskey to drink. So if you're not sure about whether they like whiskey or not, knockout. If you're thinking they like whiskey, but let's give them something that's maybe a little unusual. I mean, it's still available in a lot of places, but this is a distillery that is now on the ascendancy. They're trying to do a bit more promotion, but they're still, relatively speaking, around the rest of the sort of spectrum. They're not that well known.
Yeah.
And
I think the first time we saw or heard of them was when we were in Edinburgh.
Indeed, yes, yeah. But it is.
But that said, once we knew about them, it was, oh yeah, so we see it here, there, and everywhere. It's one of those things that you see it about. And
they're sponsoring events. They're definitely pushing their weight around and getting their stuff into pubs, you know, and it's nice. They've obviously got a deal going on in the sort of duty free or airport arrangements.
Yeah, quite a lot of brands do.
Yeah. I mean, they have got some.
They've got their special brands where they have just for travel.
Exactly, they've got some airport exclusives. So if you're going through an airport and you see the Blood Oak, for example, and you like a sweet one, you can get a hold of that. But yes. So I would definitely gift this. Would you? That's the question.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a really good gift. I think, again, because of the availability, it's not rare, but it's available in the right places and something that you haven't necessarily come across before. If you know someone prefers the kind of sweeter whiskies rather than the kind of smoky ones, this would be an eminently good one to say, all right, here's something different you might not tried before, and boom, there you go. So I know that the 12-year-old is more available than the 3 wood. However, so this might be a bit of a change, I'd say, rather than however. Yeah, it's a bit of a change. If you know they like the 12, hey, here's something different.
This is a different dimension.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the second question is, would you flask it?
Yes. And I say that on the basis that I flasked the 12-year-old. Yes, and that went down very well indeed. So the 3 wood is an extension of something that I would happily introduce to a flask and carry around for that particular occasion. Especially if you know that you're going to be offering this thing around a bit. Yeah. Because it's very much an accessible whiskey. It's not trying to
very approachable
attack anyone. It
hasn't got that kind of harshness that people who are not used to whiskey
might associate with whiskey. Yeah, exactly. So
got enough sweetness and lovely flavours that are going in, and it's like, didn't realise whiskey tastes like that. Oh, no.
Yes.
Okay. Personally, I'm not too sure. I'm on the fence. And the reason why I say this is, like, if it was a flask for myself, I'll say yes, I'll have no problem with it. But I'm not sure about sharing it. Again, not knowing
who you're sharing with, right?
Exactly. There are other whiskies that are more accessible. Not that this isn't, but it's still quite a strong cherry influenced taste. And if you're not quite used to that, it might be a bit too much. It's just,
that's fair.
Yeah, it's cherry bomb. It's a lot. There is a lot of intense flavour, and that's why I prefer it neat. I like that flavour, but I'm not sure whether others would. I've shared it with other people, and they find it quite dry. It's got a bit of a dry edge to it, and I find it accessible, but it's just not for most people. I would hesitate on the sharing aspect. For me, I'll drink it all day. And I've had a few. I like it. So, yes and no on the flasking.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Gonna give some scores then.
Some scores. I'm going to dive in with a very respectable 39. Yeah.
39.
Yeah, I think that's worthy of a 39. Yeah.
Personally, I'm gonna dive in there. I think 37 for me.
Okay.
It doesn't quite edge up to the heights. Some light ones. It's a lovely whiskey. It's good, but I guess the dryness pulls back from the accessibility for me. That's the only thing. It's not quite as open, and it's not the first one I would necessarily go to for someone who would say, I don't really dig whiskey. However, I know on a whiskey journey, this might be the second, maybe the third one to bring out and say, and the taste is like, but now try that. You like that one? Now that one. Oh, here's this one. And kind of ease into it. It's a lovely whiskey.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the ones that you'd have on a journey. It might not be the first one. It certainly
Yeah,
wouldn't be
indeed.
the last one.
That's it. I'll
but
quite happily
it
have
is-
this in my flask myself. And if I knew someone likes the kind of sherry flavours, bang, no problem at all. But it's not for everyone. If it's, and I think if you like the peatier flavours, you probably won't get on with this at all.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and so what's 37. 47.
So that's our review of the Auchentoshan Free Wood. Yeah, if you've tried it, if you'd like to try it, get out there and get it. If you've had it, leave a comment below and tell us what you thought about it.
Comments, people.
Yeah, we want to hear what you
Tell
think,
us.
man. We want to hear what you think.
I want to know.
Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned for the next mad episode from us. But in the meantime,
It'll be eventually coming sometime.
Yeah, coming soon? Question mark? Yeah, like that. Sorry.
Got it wrong, but
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm Chris.
I'm Adrian.
We're Booze Reviews.
Catch you soon.
Later.